There is no better place in the world to talk about this hockey card than right here in front of Timmy's. Welcome back to Ice Hockey POV. We are here with yet another beautiful hockey memorabilia showcase in the blistering sun here in Vancouver, British Columbia, to talk about a guy that I once thought would have been an amazing potential Canuck. Ladies and gentlemen, today we are talking about former Arizona Coyotes center and current Utah Mammoth superstar Nick Schmaltz, and this 24-25 Tim Hortons Collector Series hockey card. Now, we gotta celebrate the motion, right? Tim Hortons in front of us, Tim Hortons card in the car, and featuring a player that I once thought the Vancouver Canucks should have gone out there and targeted. Nick Schmaltz was playing on the Arizona Coyotes for a while. However, he was actually drafted out of the Chicago Blackhawks organization. February 23, 1996 is the birth date, which means that Schmaltz was drafted out of the 2014 NHL entry draft. He wasn't necessarily supposed to be a top-of-the-line guy, but what really stood out in Schmaltz's development career was his days with the University of North Dakota Fighting Sioux, where alongside of inevitable Edmonton Oilers forward Drake Caggiula and Vancouver Canucks superstar Brock Besser, they all formed the CBS line, the Caggiula-Besser-Schmaltz line. And Schmaltz really put himself on the map as one of the top centers in college hockey at the time. Now, I've been playing with this card in the light. There's a reason we are here in a blistering summer day in Vancouver, because this card is a really beautiful, reflective, kind of rainbow pearly card. And as you can see by the back of it, there's a really nice debossing and embossing on the lines, as well as the illustration of the player himself. Now, I have this card in a top loader and a penny sleeve, but if you take it out, you can see that the player's outline is indented, and all of these lines going across the rainbow, they're all indented too. Not to mention the really high sheen gloss finish. These cards from Tim Hortons are really great because this is just a base card, but it still has a really nice reflector on it. You could get 3 of these cards for like $1.25 if you bought a drink, something like that. And this Nick Schmaltz card I thought was a really great opportunity for us to showcase the rainbow design and talk about the story itself. Now, Schmaltz, he ended up finding himself in the Arizona Coyotes system after getting sent over there from Chicago. And in the season before this hockey card, he ended up having 58 points in 63 games played. He's a pretty notable center. And this season, especially for the Utah Mammoth, there were periods where Nick Schmaltz was the most productive NHL player weeks at a time. This guy was an immediate fantasy waiver wire streamer pickup for many fans alike. And in my multiple fantasy leagues, there was a period where Nick Schmaltz went from being a last round selection type of guy, a free agent caliber type of guy, to being the top producing player week in, week out. He wasn't super consistent. There were some weeks where Schmaltz didn't really do much, but for the most part, this player really formed a great career for himself. 6 feet 181 as a right-handed center, and a very versatile player for the Utah Mammoth today. Maybe not the superstar that Clayton Keller is, but certainly somebody notable enough to be a point-per-game caliber centerman once in a while in his NHL days. So for Nick Schmaltz, this is a great hockey card. I love the Arizona logo, the old logo of the Coyotes here. And the card itself with the shine makes for a really entertaining product, all thanks to Tim Hortons. So with that said, you can let me know your thoughts in the comment section. The cops are coming, so we got to get out of here real quick. How do you feel about this Tim Hortons Nick Schmaltz card? And what are your thoughts on the series as a whole? Not to mention Schmaltz as a rainbow-infused player here. This has been Ice Hockey POV, and I'll catch you in the next one.